Sorry, the video got stopped. So we are doing these questions. Which planet is closest to the sun? See, the sun is here. Which is the closest planet? It is Mercury. So you write the answer Mercury, Mercury. It is Mercury. Now come to the question number 2. Which planet lies between Earth and Jupiter? See, Earth is here and Jupiter is here. Which planet is between these two planets? This is Mars. So you can write Mars here. Okay. Now the next is, which is the furthest planet from the sun? Furthest planet from the sun, this is here. This is Neptune. Okay, so these are the answers. Now we come to the chapter. Read with me. The chapter says, the earth is home to all living things. You know this very well. Among these 8 planets, we are living on which planet? Yes, we are living on our earth. So it is a home for all the living things, that is plants, human beings and animals. Now this is because, why this is, it is a home for all living things? Because the conditions here are they. Read with me. It is because first is, it is surrounded by a layer of air called the atmosphere. Underline this word. I can ask you, what is this atmosphere? A layer of air is called the atmosphere. This atmosphere is present only on Earth, none other planet. So, see, suppose this is Earth, so it is having a layer of atmosphere here that protect us from many harmful things. For example, from the UV rays of the sun. So, it is having atmosphere, which is having, Earth is the only planet that is having atmosphere suitable for all the living things to survive. The next part is, about 3/4 of Earth is covered by water. That is the most important thing is, our earth is having water. None of the planets is having water. You know, water is very essential for all the things. What are the uses of water? Tell me. Uses of water. The first use is, your use for drinking. Okay, drinking. Then washing. Then bathing. Okay, and cooking and planting. Okay, giving plants to water, and what else? Many other things. So everything is very important. So water is very essential in our daily life. So the most important thing is, we have plenty of water on the earth. About 3/4, that is 75%. 75% of earth is covered with water, and 1/4 of it's covered by land. See, can you see this? This blue part is all water. So water is 75% on our earth. The next is third one. It has the right temperature needed by all living things to live. See, we need a temperature so that we can survive. See, if suppose the sun is here, this is Mercury. It will be having highest temperature. Why? Because it is very near to the sun. It is very near, so we cannot survive in a very hot temperature. You cannot survive. And suppose it is Neptune. This is too far. This is too far, so it will be very cold. It will be very cold, so you cannot survive there also. Living things cannot survive. They need a particular temperature to live. So Earth is quite far from sun, and it has a suitable temperature that all the living things need to live. So these are the 3 things. Why is Earth home to all living things? First is, it is surrounded by a layer of air called the atmosphere. And this atmosphere, remember, this atmosphere protects us from many harmful things, many harmful rays of UV rays, you might have heard. Okay, second is, the 3/4 of the earth is covered by water. Water that is needed by living things, it is available in plenty of. 1/4 of covered by land. The next is, it has the right temperature needed by all living things to survive. Okay, so these are the, earth is home to all living things. So I'm underlining this word. What you have to write in the copy before writing the chapter, you will write the summary of the chapter. This is, you will write atmosphere, and you will write this 3/4 of the earth is covered by water. That's it. Okay, these 2 lines you have to write, and more I will underline this. Now the next is shape of the earth. How do you know what is the shape of the earth? See, can you see the shape of the earth? Here you can see all around. We will study how they are. For a very long time, people thought that the earth was flat and had edges. earlier the people were thinking the earth is flat, because you can see, you can move, you can walk on. They are thinking that the earth's surface is flat. About 500 years ago, Ferdinand and Magellan has crew and started from Spain on a long sea journey. These two people, no, this Ferdinand Magellan, this is the one person, and his crew started from Spain on a long sea. They started a journey from Spain on a long sea. They kept sailing in one direction. They kept on sailing in one direction. After nearly 3 years, they reached the same place. Suppose they have started from here and they keep on sailing in one direction. They were moving. After 3 years, when they came back, they found themselves on the same place. Here they came back after 3 years. So they had started. This proved that the earth is round like a ball. So they proved that earth is not flat. If it was flat, they have reached some other point. But they started the journey from here, and they were sailing in the one direction. Started from here, moving. After moving from here, they come back to at the same place after 3 years. So they proved that the earth is round like a ball. In fact, the earth is round like an orange, slightly flat on the top and bottom. You can see it is like a orange, slightly flattened at the top and the bottom. Now this is about the shape of the earth. So you have to, in this, you have to line this. Ferdinand Magellan and his crew started from Spain on a long sea journey. They kept about 500 years ago. So this you can find, you can write the name of the person who founded that earth is round. Okay. Now the next is globes and maps. We'll study only globes here. The earth is very big. You know this, the earth is very, very big. We cannot see earth. We cannot see the entire earth at a time. We cannot see the earth because it is very big, more than our expectation. So therefore we have to make a model to study it, and we have to study where you can see. Have you seen this globe? It is in our school also, and you might have seen, most of you have at home also. And once you will reach the school, I will show you, I'll teach you how to study globe also. Okay, so we have to make a model to study the earth. We have to study the they had made a model. A globe is very useful to study the different places on earth. And what is available on globe? Different places on this globe is, we can see. So here a globe is very useful to study the different places on earth. However, it is not possible to show all the places on a small globe. On this globe, we cannot see the small places. We can see only the big things we can see on this globe. But the small places we can only see on the maps. See, this is a map. This is a map. For example, if you have to study about South America, so we will study on map, not on the globe. Okay, on globe we can see only the places, just the name of the places. But if we have to study in detail, then we have to use the maps. On the other hand, a huge globe will be difficult to carry. So we cannot make such a big globe to study all the things. So we discovered maps. These problems can be solved if we use maps. Okay, till here I'm reading today. On Monday we will do the rest of the chapter. Okay, read this chapter. What we have studied today: why is earth to all living beings, now shape of the earth, and we have studied about the globes. Okay, what is your homework of Saturday and Sunday? You will write the name of the chapter, you will write these 2-3 lines, and you will draw the diagram on the first page, this solar system. Okay, children? Okay, goodbye, have a nice day.